Hello YouTube, my name is WolfHunter52. You all know me from such great hits as Me vs. Vegetarianism, Middle School Football, and my rant about Yu-Gi-Oh! However, there is a time in every comedian's career where he must talk about the things that are important to him. During October of this year, I came out as a bisexual youth. There is nothing funny about this. I had figured I had been bisexual for quite a while, but, ashamed by society and its shallow-minded ways, I did not admit to this, instead hiding and cracking cruel jokes at the expense of the other gay members of our community. But something happened. Something was brought to my attention, would be more accurate. It is that bullying has caused the suicides of many, many innocent people. People who wanted nothing more than to live their lives in such a way that they would be loved and accepted by the people who meant the most to them. In some cases, this did not happen, and these innocent children, these young teenagers with their entire lives ahead of them, became names on the obituary page. This, YouTube, saddens me. For we are in America, a country that preaches not only freedom of speech, but an acceptance of minorities and those who are not part of the mainstream. A land whose very ideology states that we will accept whoever comes here, whatever their customs. But we seem to be unable to do this for the LGBT Society. Why is this? A man once said we are afraid of that which we do not understand. It is the fear of the unknown that drives us to sometimes commit horrible and often irrevocable treatment unto others. And as a result of that, we have lost many for nothing more than hatred and prejudice. But I am not here to lay the heavy blow upon those who are against gays. I am not here to preach gay acceptance. However, I would very much like it, considering I really don't see the reason why we are so against gay youth. However, I am here to talk to the other members of the LGBT community, because I know that in different areas around the world, you are probably even now sitting alone in your room, having just received some recent onslaught of slurs against you. Students in your school calling you a faggot or a queer, co-workers making a joke about your affinity to the same sex. And you have probably dealt with this day in and day out, and it may have gotten to the point where even now you are questioning whether or not life is still worth living, whether or not you should just end it now. But I want you to know that you need not die. There are people closer to you than you think, who genuinely care and accept you for the way you are. I know when I was about to come out, I was afraid. I was afraid not only for the reaction of my family and my friends, but also of the people with whom I am currently going to college. I struggled for a little while before I even decided to come out to my roommate. Nickel 005, who is a dear friend to me and who has never felt the need to keep a secret from me. Why did I keep it from him? Because I was afraid. Afraid that he would view me in the same way that so many others view the members of the gay community, with disgust, with distrust, but he did not. I cannot say Philip showed acceptance because he really doesn't care about such controversial things one way or another. Other people's lifestyles don't bother him, and it is something that I applaud him for. However, I'm getting off topic. Members of the gay community, there will be times when you will be attacked. Maybe not physically, maybe mentally, emotionally, and there will be times when it gets to the point that you just don't want to take it anymore. However, you need not suffer through this alone. There are people like me, people like more famous people like Ellen DeGeneres and all the other, Adam Lambert comes to mind, the other gay people in the world. There are support groups for people in this group. In other words, there are people who care. There are people who you can call, people who you can talk to, who can help you feel better. Go to your school guidance counselor, go to your friends, talk to them, get them on your side. Let them know what you're feeling so that they can help you. If you say nothing, you will suffer alone, and there's nothing we can do about that. But if you speak, if you show that this is troubling you, we can help. An interesting point came up to me when I watched Stephen Colbert's It Gets Better video. He shared a story of how one of his classmates, after being called a queer by the school bully, responded with, "Yes, I am. Kiss me." And the bully could not come up with a response. He merely turned around and walked away. The first step, my friends, is acceptance. Accept that you are gay, that you are lesbian, that you are bisexual, or that you do not have the correct genitalia for your sex, that you are transgender. It is not your fault. There is no such thing as choosing this lifestyle. It is pretty much the cards that you are given. And for all those people who tell you that God hates queers and how homosexuality is a disease, it's not. It really isn't. So, the next time somebody confronts you, makes a slur about you that insinuates anything, respond with pride. Stand up to them and go, "Yes, I am gay. But you know what? That's fine. Because there are other people like me who know what I go through, who know what I feel, and who will love me and support me no matter whether you do or not." And you know what? It starts here. I support you. In the comments below, I will be leaving my email address. If at any time you feel the need to talk to someone, I urge you, no, not urge, I ask you to contact me, to let me know how you're feeling, to talk to me, because you don't have to go through all this alone. I didn't have to, and you don't either. Remember, kids, it gets better.